move your right foot up so there's a good foothold.
Keep it up, man. You're doing great.
It's a Wednesday morning here at Linseth Climbing Wall at Cornell University, and students are having a blast.
My climb today went absolutely awesome. I kind of felt like I was like Spider-Man, where he climbs on walls.
Beautiful. Good work, Rendell.
This group of students is actually in high school and attends Tompkins Seneca Tioga BOCES. What they're learning is invaluable: confidence to overcome life's challenges.
I think a lot of the students were very nervous and kind of insecure about the wall at first. And so I think our hope is that they can see that in this one experience, they went from being super nervous to doing such a great job, and that I think that they can translate that to other things.
That's Cornell junior Sarah Aiken. She spearheaded this wall experience for the students by securing a grant through the Kay Lisa Yang and Hockey Tan Institute on Employment and Disability, which is part of the ILR school at Cornell. Its mission is to help ensure that people with disabilities can fully participate at work, in their communities, and society.
I definitely think this is the ultimate thrill ride of going up there and climbing the wall, even though my fear is of heights. I love every minute of it.
It's a really fun way to work together. I feel like Rendell's really creative and wants to push himself. And so my job here is just to kind of encourage that.
It was a little difficult at times. I felt like wanting to give up, but I didn't give up because my dad always told me to never give up.
It's amazing that to see the growth in confidence. Believe it or not, you wouldn't think a rock climbing wall would have a lot to do with employment, but they're able to have more confidence, they're able to problem solve. Problem solving on the climbing wall means which direction you want to go. It's kind of like life, you know, which direction you want to go as far as employment.
They'll soon have a chance to apply those skills.
They have job interviews next week, and a lot of them are very nervous about that. So we've been kind of reminding them, like, hey, remember 3 weeks ago how you felt about the wall, and now you're on the top of the wall. So, like, just using this as an experience to show them that even if you're nervous about something, it doesn't mean you can't do it, and it doesn't mean it's not worth trying.
I didn't think I would get as high as I ended up getting. It's nice being able to try new places, and part of it is I get to sit in the air, and there are pretty good views.
Jaina, if you start with your hands on that green one.
I think this is a really incredible use of the wall, and I hope that a lot of student groups get to work here like this. I feel like it's a great hands-on practical way for people to challenge themselves.
Sarah's effort to secure the funding for this project is part of her broader work in the Public Service Center at Cornell, where she volunteers and helps teach the students from BOCES life and career skills several days a week. This all fits in with her goal of working with people with disabilities in the future.
I'm majoring in human development, actually, but I really want to go into the special ed field. I've been working with people with disabilities since middle school, and it's really been a passion of mine. So as soon as I got to Cornell, I started taking the disability studies classes through the ILR school, and that introduced me to the YTI, so I started doing research there as a sophomore last year. And I've loved my experience there. I think combined with my human development coursework, it gives me a really good perspective.
We'll come right back next week and you're going to pound this one out.
My man V over here, he's a music producer.
Meet the members of Open Doors. They have a powerful message that they share in communities.
It's a whole new meaning to life because now, you like I said, you're being productive. You know, you're doing things in the community. You know, you're reaching out to young kids and talking to them about gun violence.
Many of the members of Open Doors, including Vincent and Raymond, need to use motorized wheelchairs as a direct result of gun violence.
You know, I made wrong choices. I got caught up and I got shot. I got shot 7 times, which caused me to be in a wheelchair, and I'm a quadriplegic.
I was shot in 2012 in an armed robbery. You know, somebody was coming to rob me, and you know, instead of just giving it up, I wanted to wrestle with them, and end up being shot and paralyzed instantly.
Open Doors began in 2016 after Jenny Lee Brewster met some of the gun violence survivors who live at Kohler Hospital, a rehabilitation and skilled nursing facility on Roosevelt Island in New York City.
Open Doors really evolved into an arts collective. So it's the members of Open Doors who are musicians, filmmakers, poets, public speakers, who are the driving force of the project.
Vincent is now a music producer. Open Doors provided the training for him. He has written his own rap songs and produced an album. While the work that Open Doors does is personally fulfilling for its members, its true purpose is to deliver a powerful, hopefully life-changing message.
When you live a life on the streets, the things that can come out of it is either you get shot and die, and there is an in-between, other than, jail or dying, there is the life on the wheelchair that nobody really thinks about. It's kind of like a life bit that you can really get out of.
Music is one way Open Doors members share their personal stories with young adults, but the group also uses poetry, video, speaking engagements, and they put together an original play cast with professional actors. Open Doors also exhibited its work at Photoville, a large 8-day art event under the Brooklyn Bridge that attracted nearly 100,000 people.
A lot of the members, these guys, they had dreams, and they had skills also, and the one thing that was missing was the opportunity. And Open Doors came here and provided that opportunity for these guys.
Open Doors has found a partner in Cornell University, including the ILR School, the Yang Tan Institute, Cornell Tech, Computer and Information Sciences, and the Center for Transformative Action, which is an affiliate of Cornell. The goal of all this work is to help to positively influence lives.
When I talk to the youth, I just basically go in there and don't tell them what to do. Just basically take my experience and my words, and if we were able to touch 2 out of 30 kids, I feel like we did our job.
It's a Tuesday morning here at C Streak's Port in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Most of these commuters work on Wall Street or Midtown Manhattan.
You come from home, you park your car, and you're in the city in 30 minutes. We offer, basic services on the vessel. There's Wi-Fi available for those who want to be on their smartphones or their computers. There's TV service, there's bar service, and coffee in the morning.
Riders are from all backgrounds, including people with disabilities. They use C Streak either to get to work or for recreational outings. The company's safety and training officer says it's important that C Streak's crew assist everyone effectively and respectfully.
The crew facing someone who maybe is approaching them or getting towards the ramp, who may need assistance, the thing is not to make anybody feel different. Just because you have a disability doesn't mean you should have to feel different about how you get on, how you get off, or where we go.
C Streak turned to the Northeast ADA Center for training.
I thought the training was really good because it focused on what we do. It was not just a canned classroom presentation that you might see in some organizations. Joe came down to the boat. Joe rowed the boat. We were on the boat with the people that he was training, and the crewmen who worked the boat had an opportunity to listen to and participate in Joe's presentation. But I thought the most valuable part was Joe was able to customize it to what we exactly need to know. The crewmen got to ask him questions. How do we handle, or what do we do in a situation when someone's in a wheelchair, or someone's on crutches, or someone could be blind, for example. So, it was real life question and answers, not classroom questions and answers. And the crew really, I thought, benefited by the fact that they could talk freely and just give an honest question and answer response to the situations that sometimes we have to deal with. Our goal is to make everybody be able to get to where they want to go without any feeling of I'm different than anybody else.
C Streak is also working to become the first privately owned ferry service in the United States to obtain maritime accreditation, which would highlight its operating and safety procedures. Find more stories at northeastada.org.